जी जनाब, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। वी होप आप सब ठीक ठाक होंगे, मजे में होंगे। आज इस वीडियो पे हम रिएक्ट करने जा रहे हैं, उसका टाइटल है जी मिसिंग लिंक टूर इन अ मर्सिडीज AMG GT। मुंबई पुणे जर्नी इज चेंज्ड फॉरएवर। और ये मेरा ख्याल है वही मिसिंग लिंक है जिसके बारे में हमने कुछ वीडियोस में देखा, कुछ ड्रोन विजुअल्स में देखा कि भाई लोग बड़ी शिद्दत से इसका इंतजार कर रहे हैं और कब ये प्रोजेक्ट बनेगा, कब लोग ट्रैवल करेंगे। सो फाइनली वो दिन आ गया है, चलते हैं, चल के देखते हैं और उसके बाद करते हैं।
चलिए, इससे पहले वीडियो को स्टार्ट करें, चैनल पे नए तो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब कर लें और बेल आइकन प्रेस करना बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा। हम चलते हैं अपनी वीडियो की तरफ और आप देख रहे हैं MZee रिएक्शंस।
चलें जी, वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। 3, 2, 1 एंड गो।
If you're a Mumbai-Pune Expressway regular, this video is for you because today we celebrate the opening of the Missing Link. I've got exclusive access to the road a couple of days before it opens and I'm going to give you a guided tour behind the wheel of a car that's fitting the occasion. The Mercedes AMG GT 63 Pro. First, a bit of history and geography. The 94-kilometer access-controlled Mumbai to Pune Expressway that opened in 2002 completely transformed the road journey between the two cities. Faster and safer than the highway, the expressway was revolutionary. But work on a portion of the original planned route never took off. This section came to be known as the Missing Link. The big idea was to completely bypass the Lonavala Ghat, which is shared with National Highway 4, and its completion is as game-changing as the opening of the expressway itself. Our starting point is Mumbai and the drive to the first toll point at Khalapur remains unchanged. A key detail to bring in, there's no change in toll that stays at Rs 320 one way, irrespective of whether you use the Missing Link or the old Ghat section. A widened 8-lane portion leads you to Khopoli 5 kilometers away, which is the entry point to the Missing Link. What follows is a Mumbai to Pune drive like never before. 850-meter parallel bridges supported by pillars as high as 65 meters from the ground is where the journey begins and leads into the next feature of the Missing Link, a 1.6-kilometer tunnel.
1.6 kilometer की पहली टनल है।
What's particularly impressive about the tunnels is their width. Their 22.3 meter diameter makes them the widest tunnels in the world, a fact that is going to be certified by Guinness. These tunnels can accommodate 4 lanes of 3.75 meters each. There's a 3-meter service lane as well as a walkway on the side. What also immediately stands out is that the route only has gentle curves, and that means higher speeds. The speed limit is 100 kph, a speed that you can comfortably maintain. In comparison, the winding Ghat section has a speed limit of just 60 kph, and on a bad day, you'd rarely even get to that number. Slow-moving trucks occupying all lanes, terrible lane discipline, horrid traffic jams have made the Ghat road dreadful, which is why the Missing Link feels like the ultimate cheat code. The defining feature of the Missing Link is Viaduct 2 that comprises parallel cable-stayed bridges 650 meters long across Tiger Valley. Finishing touches were being given to the bridges on the day of our shoot, but the effect was nonetheless mega. This is such a lovely sight. This is such a photogenic bridge, if I could call it that. You want to look up through the sunroof. I can't wait to see what it'll look like in the monsoons with everything around it being lush green. The bridges are supported by a total of 240 cables connected to 4 pylons with a max height of 182 meters. The deck is 125 meters above the lowest point of the valley. The bridge's position at Tiger Valley means that it is always up against high-speed winds. Now, interestingly, at the design stage itself, it was refined in a wind tunnel, and the final product can withstand winds of up to 250 kilometers per hour. Viaduct 2 leads into the fourth and single largest feature of the Missing Link, an 8.9 kilometer long tunnel that's built through the Sahyadri range. It's estimated that over 1 lakh vehicles will use the Missing Link every day. But today, I have a large chunk of it all to myself. So pardon me if I indulge a bit over this drive. The 617 horsepower Mercedes AMG GT 63 Pro is straining at the leash. An empty tunnel with no other vehicles inside is the ideal setting to hear the 4-liter V8 sing. This rumble, the pops, the crackles, everything just ricocheting off the tunnel walls. Now, the beauty of the Missing Link is that you don't need to speed to save time. Now, compared to the Ghat road, on the best of days, you'd still save 25 minutes by using the Missing Link. But let's face it, days of smooth flowing traffic on the Ghat section are long gone. So in the real world, your minimum saving by using the Missing Link would be 45 minutes. And on Friday evenings, I can tell you by experience, a good few hours. The entire Missing Link takes about 8 to 10 minutes to cover. This Mercedes AMG GT 63 Pro's top speed is 317 kilometers per hour. Theoretically, and I mean only in theory, the AMG GT at VMAX could complete the 13 kilometers of the Missing Link in just over 2.5 minutes. But do not get any ideas, do not speed on any public road, Missing Link or otherwise. Any misdemeanors will be caught on the network of cameras in the tunnel. The gradual climb through the route goes by unnoticed in the AMG GT. A thundering V8 sure helps fight gravity. Now, while it may not look it, there is a gradient to the Missing Link. At its max, the gradient is 3.5%, which means you climb 3.5 meters for every 100 meters that you drive. In contrast, the gradient at its max on the Ghat section is 7%. So the Missing Link is easier on your car. The tunnels were pending final cleaning, which is why they were dusty on shoot day. What I can say is that the Missing Link tunnels are far removed from the dark and dingy tunnels on the Ghat. The tunnel will be well lit, so you won't need to strain your eyes to identify the supercar you might be sharing road space with. Something tells me supercar sightings on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway are going to increase with the opening of the Missing Link. Initially, the Missing Link will only be open to cars and buses. In a few months, it will also be open to heavy trucks. But heavy trucks that transport hazardous materials or chemicals will not be allowed in the Missing Link. But irrespective of type of vehicle, I do sincerely hope that all road users follow lane discipline. One thing to bring up is about the road surface. The road surface changes from asphalt on the viaducts to concrete in the tunnels, and you can feel that change in surface, especially on a car like the AMG GT that's riding on short travel springs and 21-inch rims wrapped in very low profile rubber. There's no phone connectivity in the long tunnel, and navigation has a hard time keeping up. Google Maps is clearly tripping on the Missing Link right now. It has no idea where we are. I'm sure the maps will be updated in the days to come. Now, interestingly, in the big tunnel, Google Maps will show you at the Lonavala Lake, and that's actually not incorrect because a portion of the tunnel actually goes under the Lonavala Lake. The bottom of the lake is 100 and something meters above the top of this tunnel. There are some other features to talk about too. The Mumbai side and Pune side of the tunnels are connected via these cross passages every 300 meters. In case of an emergency, traffic can be rerouted to safety. Other emergency features include SOS call boxes every 250 meters, water nozzles that trigger automatically in the event of a fire, and overhead jet fans that push out toxic gases. The Missing Link promises to be a route where you could make the most of ADAS features like lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control. Just in case you find the Missing Link a bit featureless, there is some good news for you, because this road also serves as your new shortcut to the upcoming Nanoli Speedway racetrack. You can drive to your heart's content there. Speaking of which, Mercedes, may I get the car back when Nanoli opens? And just like that, we reach the exit of the tunnel at Kusgaon, where the road rejoins the Mumbai-Pune Expressway as we know it. In all, the 13.3 kilometer Missing Link covers the same route as the 19 kilometer Ghat without any of the stress. If you've ever been stuck on the Expressway Ghat, the Missing Link really feels like time travel. Giving us an insight on the scale of the project was Mr. Anil Kumar Gaikwad, Vice Chairman and MD of Maharashtra State Road Development Corporation Limited.
So this is the 13.30 kilometer long Missing Link project. It is comprising of two major tunnels. One tunnel of 8.9 kilometer towards Pune side and another tunnel of 1.5 kilometer towards Mumbai side. And there are two big viaducts in this project. V1, it is at Mumbai side, and it is 850 meter long bridge having piers of 65 meter height. And this is the most challenging V2 project. This is viaduct number 2. So this is the most challenging project in the Missing Link due to the geographical challenges, very steep slopes in the valley on either side of the lowest point, and the difficult access to the site. So that was the geographical challenge. And climatically, here in the Khandala region, heavy rains are there. More than 5,000 millimeter rainfall records every year here. And dense fog is there. And very speedy winds are there. More than 70 kilometer per hour. That is the wind speed here in the valley. And these 3-4 together, geographical challenges and climatical challenges together, was very challenging during the execution.
And just to get an understanding, I believe the larger tunnel also goes under Lonavala Lake. So how was that engineering done? Because it's a very fascinating thing to know.
Yes, that 8.9 kilometer long tunnel that is passing below the Lonavala Lake. The spread of that Lonavala Lake is about 1.5 to 2 kilometer above. It is 180 meter above this tunnel. And fortunately, this Sahyadri belt is very good rock quality, and 94% of the rock is compact basalt, and 6% is little fractured rock. So that was the only challenging part, that 6% of the fractured rock, to deal with that rock during the tunneling excavation was the challenging task. There we have to provide some supportive arrangement, some lining, and we executed. But where the Lonavala Lake is there, so there was no problem. There was compact basalt. There was no leakage also to the Lonavala Lake. Very safely, we could excavate that tunnel below Lonavala Lake.
And so I believe a new kind of tunneling technique was used on the Missing Link.
No, for Missing Link, normal NATM, the method of the tunnel excavation was used. New Austrian tunneling method is there. It is drilling and blasting method. And in this, the face of the tunnel is open, and then holes are drilled in the entire face. Explosive, that explosive is filled in the holes, and then it is blasted. So in one blast, almost tunneling in 6 meter length, will be able to execute that. And likewise, number of blasts we had to take for excavation of the tunneling. So this was the drilling and blasting method of tunnel excavation.
Future drives on the Missing Link will be quieter for me for sure, but what I can tell you is that Mumbai and Pune have never seemed closer.
यार बहुत जबरदस्त, मतलब आप ये देखो कि ये कितना यूजफुल प्रोजेक्ट है और वहाँ के जो लोग हैं ना, खंडाला के, लोनावला, पुणे, मुंबई के, उनके लिए कितना यूजफुल है।
ऐसा ही है,
मतलब आप देखें जो ऑलरेडी एक्सप्रेसवे वहाँ पे थी,
हाँ
उसके
जी।
अंदर और इसके अंदर बहुत फर्क है। एक तो रोड बहुत अच्छी हो
हाँ
गई,
जी।
दूसरे नंबर पे आप ये चीज देखो कि ट्रैवलिंग टाइम कितना बच रहा है।
बिल्कुल
मतलब
ऐसा
वहाँ
ही
पे वो
है।
आपको खुद अपने एक्सपीरियंस से बता रहे हैं कि अगर आप वीकेंड्स पे आ रहे हो तो आप उस रोड के ऊपर आवर्स तक फंस सकते हो।
हाँ जी।
और यहाँ पे आप
हाँ,
बड़ा
हाँ।
जल्दी यहाँ पे
बिल्कुल, आप ये देखें यहाँ पे 100 की स्पीड लिमिट है और वहाँ पे 60 की है।
60 अचीव
नहीं कर पाते बिल्कुल भी।
और आप सॉरी आपकी बात काट रही हूँ, उसमें आप ये देखो कि हमने जो कुछ पुरानी वीडियोस देखी
जी।
उसके अंदर उन्होंने यही बताया ना कि भाई जितनी खूबसूरत जगह है,
हाँ जी।
लोग आना चाहते हैं, वीकेंड स्पेंड करना चाहते हैं, लेकिन ट्रैफिक की वजह से इतना मसला होता है ना। मतलब उन्होंने जो बीच में विजुअल्स दिखाए, उन्होंने यही दिखाया कि स्टक है सारे के
Stuck है,
सारे,
long
especially
vehicles है
long
ना,
vehicles बहुत
बिल्कुल।
हैं। लेकिन जहाँ बात करें इसकी, तो इसकी रोड बहुत अच्छी है, रोड बहुत अच्छा है। दूसरा आप देखो कि चंद ट्रिकी पार्ट्स थे इसके अंदर,
जी।
लेकिन उसके बावजूद जब ये बन गया एक दफा, हालांकि मुझे टाइम लगा, कुछ अर्सा
लगा
बन
है,
गया ये
मेरा
project,
6-7 साल
जब
लगे हैं
वंस ये बन गया और ये अभी ओपन हो जाएगा तो लोगों को बहुत आसानी होगी इन सारी जगहों से वहाँ पे पहुंचने में।
डेफिनेटली
होगा। और आप ये देखो कि जो ब्रिज वहाँ पे बना है, क्या
हाँ जी।
खूबसूरत ब्रिज बनाया गया है वहाँ पे।
ये तो ऐसे वैली के बीच में बना हुआ है ना, इतना अच्छा
तो
लग
कहते
रहा
हैं कि
है।
ये वाकई में एक फोटोजेनिक स्पॉट है यहाँ
बिल्कुल।
पे। और उसको बनाना भी बड़ा टास्क था,
टास्क
उसको
था।
कंप्लीट करना, लेकिन बहरहाल उन्होंने उस चीज को किया और फाइनली अब जब वो स्टार्ट हो गया तो डेफिनेटली लोगों के लिए बहुत ज्यादा आसानी हो जाएगी। और जो टनल बनाई है वो स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट है, वो आपको नजर आ रही है।
बिल्कुल
टनल
ऐसा
भी
ही
और
है।
ब्रिज भी, खासतौर पे आप देखें टनल का जो पोर्शन वो कह रहे हैं कि लोनावला लेक के नीचे से गुजर रहा है,
हाँ।
वो बहुत ट्रिकी था,
बहुत
लेकिन
tricky
अब उसके
था।
बारे में जब लोगों को पता चलेगा तो वाकई में सरप्राइजिंग और
लोग
शॉकिंग
enjoy
चीज
करेंगे
इस चीज को। अच्छा, थोड़ा सा रोड में डिफरेंस आएगा, ब्रिज की रोड ज्यादा बेहतर और कारपेटेड है, और जाहिर है कि
वो
अंदर
उन्होंने
की
बताया,
रोड में
लेकिन
आप
आप
देखें वो स्पोर्ट्स कार के अंदर थे,
हाँ।
उनको बम्प्स फील हो रहे हैं क्योंकि ज्यादा स्पीड पे जा
Speed
रहे
पे
हैं।
थे।
जब नॉर्मल कार्स और नॉर्मल व्हीकल्स ने वहाँ पे आना तो उनको इतना ज्यादा फील नहीं होगा। और फिर जब ट्रैफिक से आप बच जाओगे और 40 to 45 मिनट्स उन्होंने बोला कि
हाँ
अब
जी।
आपके बचेंगे ना, तो आप देखो कि लोग कितना इस चीज को एंजॉय करेंगे।
Enjoy करेंगे।
कमाल की वीडियो थी, बहुत मजा आया। बाकी आप बताएं वीडियो कैसी लगी, हमारी रिएक्शन कैसा लगा।
अगर अच्छा लगा हो तो वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा।
मिलते हैं आपसे अगली वीडियो में, तब बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा।